Hello and welcome to Non-Stop Wrestling Chat, and this is your news. Yeah guys, this is a news segment. I'm really sorry about the camera. I had to use my laptop camera pretty much because I was at the gym just before this. I've misplaced my phone, and this audio equipment I've got here is a little bit better than the one that I've got on my phone, and for some reason when I try and edit it together, the phone video doesn't match up with this one that I've got here. I've tried different things and it's just not compatible together. I think I know what the issue is, and I'm going to try and get that sorted over the weekend. I'm sorry guys, I'm just moving the camera over a little bit so I can see the news. So I've got two big stories. We'll keep them to the end. And we'll go over first the kind of bullet point news that I've got. So WWE is now very much unsure they'll be able to have fans in attendance for SummerSlam. The source from WrestleVotes, guys, it also says obviously, so the source from WrestleVotes says they don't want to do it at the Performance Centre, but that's now on the table. The decision is not yet kind of made. Even some fans like social distance or something, like even if they just done like a household, like you pick a group so like 5 people can come or whatever. We need to do something, guys. We need to get fans back into wrestling. It's getting bad, especially for WWE, who don't have the greatest shows at the moment. I really hope they get something sorted here and get us back in there. Moving on from that, it says at one point WWE was considering having this year's Hall of Fame ceremony at SummerSlam, but it's not on the table just now. All I'm going to say is, I hope they don't. The longer the Bellas don't go into the WWE Hall of Fame, the better. They shouldn't be in. There's so many people that deserve it before them. Cena, Orton, if you want to go for younger guys that you want to get in there. Fucking Ray, I can't remember if Ray's in. Rey Mysterio, I can't remember if he's in it. The Hardys, you think about it, and there's so many that come to your mind that should be in there before the Bella Twins. And I've got Bray Wyatt's been off television. The reason that it says he's been off television here that I found today is he wants to spend time with his newborn daughter, Jojo, and the kids, which is understandable, guys. I've got kids as well, especially during this lockdown time, with people getting unwell, and I've really just spent so much time with them, and it's been great. And then on Wrestling Observer on Radio, Dave Maltese said WWE wants Walter on the main roster, but the NXT United Kingdom champion won't move to the US. I don't know why he wouldn't move to the US, since the UK is pretty much fallen to fuck. I don't know why he wouldn't move to the US, but that's the old man's personal opinion. And I don't see obviously NXT UK, the next stage would be to go to NXT or Raw or SmackDown or something like that. So my two big news stories, guys. I'm keeping the big one to the very end, and I'm going to let you into the first one. So EC3 is teasing jumping to AEW in his latest video. If you've not seen it, go to his social channels, you'll be able to see it there. I think he'd be a great fit there. He was a great fit in Impact, but I really think he'd be a great fit going to AEW over Impact at the moment. Or if there's a way that he could maybe work on both shows, I think it'd be a really, like Mr. Monday Night that was Rob Van Dam back in the day. If he could manage to do something like, I don't, Mr. Wrestling or Mr. World, I don't know, something. The guy's a great worker and a great talker, and I think if he would be able to go to both, if the two of them could come to some sort of agreement, it'd be a pretty good kind of thing. So I've kind of got note down here as well. I think this is pretty interesting because the advertising for Slammiversary, which is July the 18th or 17th, July the 18th I've got, it's weird because they're kind of promoting it as like some most people that have been released from WWE recently are going to be going, and it does fall just out with their 90-day no compete kind of policy. When that expires, they would be more likely to go to Impact. There's reports that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are going over there, but then I've seen reports that they're actually been meeting with the Young Bucks to go to AEW. Who knows what's happening, guys? The good thing is wrestling is getting exciting. People are talking about wrestling again, and I really think this is the way forward. And I also think this is, with the culture we're in just now, with the social kind of justice warrior people and like the trigger warning and the cancel culture, wrestling always pushes that envelope, are always on the fringe of society, and I think there's a market for that as well within wrestling. And the big story, guys, if you've seen my Twitter or Instagram for this, you will know Sting is one of my favourite wrestlers ever. And he was replying to a picture and said, "Who wants to take a last ride with Sting?" The people are speculating that last ride could be The Undertaker. The Undertaker's just announced that he's retired, so I'm really unsure if... But he did say that there's a possibility that he would come back for one match, so are we going to see that Sting versus Undertaker dream match? Now, I don't care if these guys are both in their 60s, 70s. I love to see them put the tights on and duke it out. See what they can do. As long as it's in the right circumstances. Hell, even a cinematic match. But in the ring, like the way they done Edge and Orton. Something cinematic in the ring, or done a Hell in the Cell and done it like a cinematic match, or something along those lines. There is a market still for those cinematic matches if they don't make them too childish. Big news, guys. I'm a huge Sting fan. I've actually just, when I was working out, I was watching Sting, and then I went on to watch Undertaker Brock Lesnar Hell in the Cell 2002. The Sting match I was watching was Sting against Ravishing Rick Rude, and then I was watching Sting against Hogan at Starrcade. Don't even get me started in that match, guys. That's the news that I've got for you today. And the other bit of news is a quick channel update. So I've been playing Fire Pro Wrestling recently, and I think I'm going to be running it on my other channel's gaming channel, which is called the High Grind Gaming. I'm going to be doing like maybe an hour Fire Pro Wrestling, or maybe two, just depending, and I might do some commentary. It's computer versus computer, and do some commentary on the matches, and we kind of create like a little show or something like that. Don't know if it's something you've been interested in, but it might be something if you let me know in the comments. We're also going to be doing podcasts. I've got 2 scheduled just now for August. I'm trying to fill up that August with maybe 2, 3 or 4 podcasts. It's going to be with professional wrestlers and promoters, how they're coping with coronavirus and getting through it, what they see the future of wrestling is, and what they think about wrestling just now. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. But just before you leave, pop down, drop a comment, a like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Every little bit of support that you give means tons to me, and all the links to my other socials are in the description. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you on Saturday for a SmackDown review. See you then, guys.